Welcome to part 2 of how to format the MLA Works Cited page from aboutyourenglish.com. Please follow part 1 of this tutorial on the Works Cited page in order to be able to understand this part 2 more easily. Like part 1, references here to MLA or MLA style refer to the MLA Handbook for Writers of Research Papers, 7th edition. This article from an online journal has 9 contributors. When there are more than 3 authors, you have a choice. All of the authors may be listed, or you may list only the first author and use et al. Instead of the names of the other authors. Et is the Latin for and al is an abbreviation for ali, meaning others. This is much more preferable than listing more than 3 authors, because when the source is cited parenthetically in text, it should follow the pattern in Works Cited, and more than 3 authors in an in-text citation can be distracting for the reader. Pagination is omitted in most online journals, and that, the access date, and the medium of publication are the chief differences between online and print publications. As mentioned in part 1 of this tutorial, MLA style discourages the inclusion of a URL in a citation on a Works Cited page. Many teachers, however, require students to include the URL, and this has been done in this citation as an example. This is also discussed in part 1 of this tutorial. And here's the same citation with et al. Instead of all 9 contributors, and this is much preferred. Notice the use of a comma after the author's name and a period after et al. Online journals are usually not paginated, and this is indicated by the abbreviation NPAG. That's N for no and PAG for page. That's a lowercase n. The MLA Handbook has some typos on pages 186 and 187, indicating that N should be uppercase. This typo is corrected in other pages. Notice the access date here after the medium of publication. The access date is required in MLA style. This is an example of a citation for a journal article accessed from a library database. The database is Health Source Consumer Edition. The last date is the date the site was accessed by the student. Because more than 3 authors are listed as contributors to this article, only one has been indicated here, followed by et al. Here's an example of an entry for a print edition of a newspaper article. Notice that the article "the" is not included in the newspaper title. A colon follows the date of the edition, followed by the page number of the article and the medium of publication. Here's an example of a corporation as author. The author of the article is not stated in the newspaper. However, the source of the article is the Associated Press, so we indicate the Associated Press as the author in this case. This is the web edition of a newspaper. The name of the website is in italics, followed by a period. Next comes the publisher or sponsor of the website, followed by a comma. Then enter the publication date, the medium of publication, and the access date. Here's how to cite an article from a print encyclopedia. Include the edition number after the title. Page numbers are not necessary because articles are listed alphabetically. Notice that for encyclopedias and for some other reference material, publisher information is not included. This article in an online encyclopedia is cited with the name of the article in quotation marks, the name of the website, the publisher, the date of publication or update, the medium of publication, and the date of access. The online encyclopedia Wikipedia publishes a helpful format for citing it as a source. Click on Cite this page in the left-hand column of a Wikipedia article to see a ready-made citation. This is an entry for a print reference publication with no author. The format is similar for that of encyclopedias. Many websites do not identify the author of an article, but this one is an exception. Put the title of the article in quotation marks, italicize the website, and provide the publisher or sponsor of the website. Include the date the page was published or updated if available. If not, use the abbreviation for no date, which is ND. The title of a DVD comes first, followed by the director, principal performers if relevant, the distributor, and the date of distribution. In this example, no director is indicated on the publication, so the executive producers and the narrator are noted. This is an entry for an unpublished interview. Notice that the name of the interviewee, the subject of the interview, is provided, but not the name of the person conducting the interview. The published interview, however, includes the name of the person conducting the interview. See the MLA Handbook for more details on interviews and for the format of other kinds of sources of information. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and please check out aboutyourenglish.com.